Andrew, if I were to find myself in ancient Rome, and I was wondering where a fellow man was going,
Yeah.
what on earth would I say to him?
Veridis quo?
Hi, this is Grant Nicholas from Feeder, and you're listening to
Stop it.
Outrageous mixes.
faded.
He can't stop it
I
from
can't
Saturday.
Oh.
Well,
Here we
it's been 2 weeks. It's been too long. We're back on your airwaves.
Yes, we are.
We've got quite a lot to tell you. It's pretty sweaty. It's pretty hot in here. We've got 5 people in the room.
Five.
5
1, 2, 3,
people.
4, 5.
On our sofa, we've got our main man, Alfie G. He's always here. Doesn't leave. We've been trying to get him off the show for about a year now. We got Taha. He's back. The last
That's
time
a
he
big
came
announcement.
on, the last time Taha came on, he told a story so disgusting it nearly ruined our radio careers forever. We nearly lost our radio practicing badges. You get given diplomas and you lose your right to practice.
They nearly ripped it up.
Yeah,
They were
it was
hovering
like,
over the
a
shredder.
lawyer, being corrupt.
Yeah.
You lose your right to
But we
practice.
brought him back.
We brought him back.
We're on a
'Cause,
fresh sheet of no strikes
Yeah.
so far, so we can get it right. But
And then we got a new guy.
yeah,
His name's Ezram. You might know him as Funtime Party Ez. He's pretty much running the Leamington nightclub scene. But we'll get back to that. That's only a little teaser of what's to come. This is frustrating. My headphones are so... Somebody's been shortening this string every episode because now it's like a leash. And you know how I like to roam around the studio while I discuss anecdotes, but I'm stuck to the table. This is outrageous.
well, I don't really know what to say to that.
Yeah,
It's
there's
not
nothing you can
particularly
do.
civilized.
But if you want to get that visual comedy, please go on the webcam.
Yeah, always go on the webcam.
Yep.
Check us out.
Yep.
We're always doing fun and wacky things.
Yeah, and about one frame every 4 seconds as well. So
It's our favourite frames
yeah,
per
that's
second, actually.
the perfect speed.
Yeah, it is.
Well, what's been happening to us?
Well, what's happened? We've been away for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What happened in those 2 weeks?
There's Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. That happened.
I actually had a very strange Valentine's
Yeah, how was
Day.
your Valentine's Day?
Oh man, we need to try and pretend that we haven't already discussed this story. That was
I know we
quite
haven't.
fun.
I don't actually know this story.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, no, I did. Oh, yeah, Valentine's Day. First time having Valentine's Day with a girlfriend. So I'm like, yes.
Big up.
no loneliness for me. But then I arrive in London. She's got work because she works. She's an adult, and so she leaves at 10 in the morning, and she's working from 10 till 7, and then she has a comedy class from 7 till 10. So now I'm like, it's Valentine's Day, and for 12 hours I'm just sitting in her apartment, even more alone than I was last Valentine's Day. So I don't know what's going on. This is not what I signed up for. This wasn't in the bloody contract.
Not at all.
So then,
I was there for the signing of it.
yeah, I messaged our well-known friend Cowley,
Yeah.
the funniest person I ever met, but doesn't mean to be, but just says the stupidest things.
Yeah.
And I met up with him.
Good.
Finally, yeah.
How was that?
It was great. It was great. The first thing he asked, my girlfriend's called Olga. The first thing he asked is, "So, how's Ugla?" And he's getting more and more politically incorrect.
Yeah, I noticed that a bit.
Yeah, just occasionally some quite dodgy views coming out as we walk around the V&A. So I had a romantic time with him. And after that, I get a message from one of Olga's friends, basically, who I've started to get on quite well with.
Yeah.
All right. And so Olga doesn't know about any of this. And he's like, look, I've got 2 free tickets to see the Lego Batman film.
The Lego Batman film.
Are you in or are you in?
Well, of course you're in.
Of course I'm bloody
It's
in.
a Lego Batman film. You have
So
to be.
I jumped on the train down to Brixton and waiting there for him for about 20 minutes. Then this girl comes up to me and is like, "Hi, I'm from the NME. Can I ask you some questions and take a picture of you?" I'm like, "Yes." I give some fire answers straight out.
Any
What's your
examples?
favourite thing about Brixton? The riots. Cheese.
Nice.
Then I panicked a bit. They're like, which person in music has the best hair? So Kevin Parker.
Kevin Parker.
The it was. I couldn't. Well, who would you say?
That is a tough one to be.
Yeah,
put
it was
on
a
the
tough
spot
one.
on.
It was straight, but I had to act like I was cool, calm, and collected. And then it was kind of awkward. She asked what I was wearing. I was wearing my dead grandpa's jumper. I was wearing socks knitted to me by my mum's friends. So, like, though my outfit was fairly on fleek, that's why she came to me. It was made up fully of either gifts or dead relatives.
Yeah.
Old possessions. Then I went to the Lego Batman film, so I'm sitting there with, he's like a 26-year-old man. This is Olga's friend. I'm sitting there with him in Lego Batman with about 10 other, because it's Valentine's Day and all these kids are there.
Yeah.
So I'm just sitting there with, and then the whole point of the film is about friendship and love. And like, so I'm just sitting there as the guy who I know fairly well, but not that well, just watching Lego Batman on Valentine's Day. Olga knows nothing about this.
No.
So and then that was my wacky Valentine's Day.
That sounds good.
It's pretty wacky. What about you, man?
Nothing really. I was in Bristol, kicking it, living at large, alone, sad, and empty.
Yeah, because you broke up with your girlfriend. So is it two? Did you have the last two Valentine's Day? Were you with her?
Is this my first Valentine's Day without her?
Or
maybe.
Well, you haven't been going out with her since you were born, mate.
It is.
Oh, it wasn't that long.
Really?
Yeah, get a load of this guy. Jesus.
Yeah, no, it's my first. It must be first single
first
Valentine's for a while.
Yeah. First since you hit puberty, maybe, which was last week.
Hey.
Woo! It's fun having the little live audience
the
here.
lads over there enjoying this.
So basically, we want to bring on to the fact Andrew's pretty lonely at the minute. Andrew needs some loving. Please message in.
Yeah.
If you want to grab a dinner date.
We're going to do a competition, weren't we?
Yeah.
A date with Drew.
So if you have the dankest message that comes in.
No, it's the best poem.
Best poem.
Come on, mate.
Yeah, sorry. Best poem that comes in.
Wins a Friday night meal.
Friday night with Andrew. And he'll split the bill.
Because we're about that.
We're about that. Unless you're a guy, then you have to pay for it.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's the rules.
Because if Andrew's going to venture out of his sexuality, he's definitely not paying for it.
100%. That's my only rule.
Yeah.
But so message in your poems. We'll see what happens from there.
Yep.
And
And also, as silly names as you like, we haven't seen. We used to be filled with a lot of messages, a lot of fun characters. Haven't seen you guys for a while.
We've had there's been a few more this time.
I'm waiting for Captain Pirate Factual to come back into the team.
No, because we know who he is now, so the enigma's dead. So it's kind of.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean I learned a lot from the last two facts he gave us.
Hitler's messaging saying that he's dead.
Oh, Hitler, man. That guy needs to get a job now.
He really does.
All he does now is message the bloody show.
That's the best one.
What, just Hitler?
The rest are a bit average, you know.
Yeah.
But yes, I haven't actually got a song like
I'm waiting for Hitler to give a poem, because who knows, before you know it, Hitler might be buying you dinner for a dinner date on Friday.
That's very true. So far, I'm Dead is the best poem that we've received.
That is good.
Right.
Cutting.
There you go. Right. Do you want to go into a little song?
Yeah. And then we'll bring on some of the guest-aroonies.
The boys.
You pick me up, then you pop me down. Can't seem to find my way around you.
Raw and WTV will be broadcasting live fixtures throughout Varsity 2017.
Go to the Raw Sports Facebook page for more details and regular updates.
Tara Ahmed's on the show.
Hey. He's back.
And Alfie. Hey, Alfie.
Yo.
How we doing?
I'm good.
All right, Taha, we're going to have to say, I want to try and keep the smut at a minimum here.
Yeah. This is an official warning.
Yeah. You nearly, the train nearly went off the tracks last time you came on. It was carnage.
It was this time last year, I think.
Yeah, it was absolute carnage.
I was a naive.
People say it was one of the best shows
One
I've
of
ever
the
done.
best shows,
But it was smutty. Those are my three least favourite things.
It was poor.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I think we need to address the elephant in the room. No, not Ez.
No, you can't.
Hope that's not comment on his weight.
Yeah. Ez is repulsively overweight. Climate change. We hosted a club night this Saturday.
Yes, we did.
Yeah, we did. Barnstorming success, says everyone.
Yeah. Everyone
who
was in the barn.
Yeah. And there's only three people. So.
Yeah.
See, Taha, welcome to the team. He's already come in with some absolute fire chat. Well, let's discuss the night. We need to let people have a lowdown on what happened. We had our first stand-up / club night as Yam. And to be honest, at the beginning, we were pretty damn terrified.
Fairly sure it was going to be a flop.
Fairly sure it was just going to be our friend standing in like the most well-organised house party ever. Is what we thought it would end up being. And then the stand-up show went pretty well. We had like 50 people there. It was great fun. and then
It was an
Base in the
uneasy
Park.
kickoff.
Base in the Park, which was the night that was running alongside ours, shut down, and
We got a big
we
boost
got a
from that.
huge boost.
We got a big boost from that. I'm pretty sure it was also down to the strength of the event.
Yeah, I'm sure as well.
But
I'm sure
we
as
got
well.
a big boost from Base in the Park, and they all had a lovely time by the
They
looks
did.
of it.
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we had a couple of locals, a couple of people going like, do you mind if you ask DJ to change the music?
Yeah.
Well, obviously not. It's not how it works.
Do you mind? And then you've said obviously not, so you don't mind. So what happened next?
Yeah. Sharp.
This is why we don't
obviously
have
not.
a show.
Is me looking back on it in retrospect. Obviously,
Don't
I
confuse
can't.
me, you're throwing me off.
Yeah, so I'm
I
throwing
had a
you
good
off.
night, don't do
Apologies,
that.
Taha. Apology to you. That's a good point. But yeah, it was a good night all round. DJ Drew.
DJ Drew.
Already had
DJ.
requests. Already had requests.
Yeah,
for
he's
Friday
already had
evening.
requests.
Have we?
People are messaging me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bar mitzvahs,
Bar
house parties.
mitzvahs, perfect.
Drew does kill bar mitzvah crowds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is
I'm
my
not,
favourite.
I'm not a big
place.
fan of his music, but him at a bar mitzvah.
But you should
it's
see
just
me
those
lift up a bar
vibes.
mitzvah.
It's his home crowd,
Man,
definitely.
man.
Don't need a chair to lift the crowd up. That's a great bar
That is
mitzvah.
insane.
That is a
That is
fantastic
good.
bar mitzvah joke.
That is.
All right, that is brilliant. That's brilliant.
Yeah, I can even do bar mitzvah jokes. I'm just the bar mitzvah guy.
Yeah.
The DJ
Yeah.
for them. Do the
Well,
jokes,
now we're
put
on the
together.
topic of Jews. Let's bring it back to actually something that we've been trying to bring up the last 3 shows but haven't.
Yeah.
Alfie, you have an interesting relationship with the Jewish religion /
Yes, I
community.
do.
Yeah.
I do. Well, I'm always been a big appreciator of the Jewish culture and
That's as
especially
he
the
has.
food.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, are you talking about my presidency
Yes.
at the City
Yes,
of London?
yes, I am.
Society?
I'm
because
talking
I
about
have
that.
a multifaceted relationship with a religion. But yeah, I started coming along at City of London school, my sixth form years, aged 16 to 18.
Yeah.
I had a intellectually and educationally stimulating but painfully cold and lonely experience most of the time at school. And would go
Yeah.
What a
would go
sentence of
due to a number of reasons that we can go into later, and I'm happy to discuss with anyone who's a fan of the City
Yeah.
of London School. But I ended up kind of just carousing different societies because it's a private school.
for
They
friends.
like to fund stuff that doesn't really happen in normal schools, so they have like their own societies for pretty much everything. So
Yeah.
there was and the main reason was there was good company and good crisps as well.
Yeah.
And good food.
And those are what you look for in a
what you
religious society. Good
So I've
company
been
and
to the
good crisps.
the train making society. That was very nice. They were put in the history tech. There was a technician's history room.
Okay.
With all sorts of old stuff.
But
and
that
you had
didn't-
trains,
that
but
didn't
wasn't
quite
good
wet
enough.
your palate.
No, that
You're
wasn't-
looking for
the
something
food wasn't
more.
hot and the trains weren't steaming. So I moved on. One day, I didn't even know it was the Jewish society. One day I was attracted by the smell
Yeah.
of warm cooking food. And I went in and they were having all sorts of lovely pastries and stuff like that. I've forgotten the names of most of it, to be honest with you, because I just appreciated, I don't see names, I see food. And I eat
Yeah,
it.
that's it.
Anyway,
That's it. Always said that, Alf.
and I was quite active in the society. I ended up going more than basically anyone else, despite faith. And I started getting, because I'm a Christian, I started getting quite involved in some of the debates as well, some of the Old Testament and New Testament debates, and became quite good friends with the rabbi who would visit. And then at the end, one day at the end of year 12, I was approached by it was the elections, and there's always elections running, and like quite a few societies in this uni actually, there was normally about one person running for each position. So they wanted to create a bit more competition really, and I was approached by the rabbi who kind of like looked after the society of whether I'd run for president against this other guy, and I ended up doing quite well.
Well, you
There you
became
go.
vice president, didn't you?
Yeah, I got vice president.
So, like, Alfie became vice president of Jewish Society at City of London. Insane. I think.
There you go. Follow that one, Taha.
Yeah.
But
Boom! Media officer at ASOC. Can I take
Oh,
play.
yes,
Fair play.
He
Turn that
retorts. Media. Tell us, how's that going? Being the media officer. ASOC is Asian Society.
Yes, largest cultural society in Warwick University, and I'm on the exec. So,
Oh,
a man in power. There was like
Spitting
similar
fire.
to Alfie. There was one running for the position, and it was me.
Yeah.
Won it by a landslide, obviously.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
In terms of my contribution throughout the year,
Yeah.
that's more questionable.
That is definitely more questionable.
But you have a great jacket to go with it, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
The ASOC jacket.
They actually spelled my name wrong the first time.
Yeah, they did.
But yeah, I'll take it.
What's your number one impact as media officer at ASOC?
I made the introductory video at the start of the year.
I saw that. It's pretty good.
And then
Well,
the
we
next
helped
videos
you
are
with
the
that,
one-
didn't we?
Yeah, the one
Well,
that
yeah,
you did.
yeah.
And then the next one.
Do you mean the one that we did?
I know, and the ASOC ball one was pretty good as well. That's coming out soon. That's the one. That's the one I edited.
The ball's
Yeah.
soon as
So
well.
basically, we're working in the back room for the ASOP media, and Taha's just the front. He's just the face of the operation.
Yeah.
This
a golden
this
boy.
show is just a front for ASOP media.
Yeah,
That's what. This is the engine room of ASOP.
Indeed.
Was it? Because you were saying this is one of my favourite things I think Taha's ever said. Was it? You said there was like ASOC are all going to Birmingham. It's going to be huge. It's going to be the biggest thing since finance went to neon.
What?
Which I think is just the greatest term to describe the biggest thing. Like, I mean, the fact that he knew that no one knew that finance ever went to neon, and the fact that he was saying it's the biggest thing since Finance Society went to neon, a club in Leamington. How big was it when Finance Society went to neon?
This was Punjabi Sock going to Prism in Birmingham.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
But that was not.
252 tickets.
That's not as big as Finance going
Unheard
to
of.
neon, though.
Well,
That was
maybe it might be.
264,
We don't
so-
know.
Yeah,
I don't know that. I don't know. That's why I'm asking
Filled the whole
you.
place out. It was crazy. They've just got more sponsors than we have.
So basically, climate change was big, but it was nowhere near as big as when Finance went to neon.
Maybe finance the smack, not to neon.
Yeah. So we're thinking for our next Yam event that we're going to try. The big target is to become bigger than when Finance went to neon.
It's an uphill struggle.
Donate now.
We might
It
be able
is.
to do
It
it.
is.
2013, biggest social of decade.
Man, oh man. But interesting, we brought up Jews earlier. I have like a.
Back here, can he?
We're back here. Well, I haven't talked
Is
about.
it
We're back
okay
here.
to
You took us
call
back here.
like? For some reason, I feel like it's a bit. It's slightly derogatory to call
Louis
people
C.K.
Jews.
Louis C.K. had a bit about this. Said Jews are the only like religion where the correct term for them is also the derogatory term
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
like fine term. It's just the way you say it.
Jewish people.
Yeah,
No,
that
you can
sounds
say, like,
just
Jews.
easier
Jews,
to
And
understand.
you're like Jews. That's offensive.
Okay.
If you're like, oh, Jews,
Yeah.
I think.
Prefer Jewish
Yeah.
people, I think.
Jewish people.
All right. Well, my range to Jewish people. I grew up in North London in the private school circuit as well
Yeah.
as Alf, and so of course I was in one of the most heavily concentrated Jewish areas in the world. And so I didn't know there's only 13 million Jews in the world. I didn't know there was because I just thought everyone was Jewish because I grew up in a non-religious school. But sometimes I remember in class, everyone had a kippah on. A couple of people had, what are the turbans called for young Sikhs? Does anybody know?
Yeah, no, I don't know, but
You
we
get
all
what I
know.
mean.
We know. All know what
There
he's
was a
talking
couple of
about.
classes where I was the only one
I'll look it up.
without a religious hat on. So like, because I was about the age of 13, every weekend they would just have bar mitzvahs after bar mitzvahs.
Sorry.
So like, yeah, I remember asking my mum, I was just desperate to become Jewish because that was for me what being Jewish was every weekend going to bar mitzvah. They'd always meet up for synagogue. I was just not allowed in this group where 80% of my school were Jewish. So that's another. We have an interesting relationship with Jews on this
say,
show.
yeah.
I feel.
It's an interesting community. Yeah.
What about you, Drew?
Well, you know I love a bar mitzvah.
You do love
Yeah.
a bar mitzvah.
And that's pretty much as far as it's gone.
And
I've got a message in from a Jewish person from a
Okay.
poem.
Ooh.
We've
you might be-
got a lot. There's
Okay.
some, we'll
Let's
read
do-
it.
let's do
We'll
it.
do one now, and we'll come back to them.
And then maybe just go into a song.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Andrew, let's go out for Jeffeltal. What's Jeffilt? Jeffilt fish? Jeffilt? Jeffilt.
I don't know, but I've
Jeffilt
probably
fish?
eaten it.
Jeffilt fish? Right, I'll go. We'll call it Jeffilt. Roses are red, violets are blue. Andrew, let's go out for Jeffilt fish because I am a Jew.
Oh,
Okay.
Fair enough.
I don't know Jeff Filt, so
No.
Bit of
Maybe it's.
cliffhanger.
Who knows?
any
It's a
better
bit,
ones?
a bit profile-y,
Well,
but
no,
we'll get over that.
Fishman Frank says, "What's Andrew's favourite fish?"
What is your favourite fish, Andrew?
That's a really tough question.
Yeah.
Library Cafe did salmon today. That was wonderful. And
I
it
just
was
had
rice
salmon. I had
and-
it in my
Okay.
Tupperware. No, I had it. I'm from. Sorry, we need to stop.
To eat, it would be salmon. That is
Yeah,
the only fish for me.
Yeah.
But to explore the world of the ocean,
Yeah.
what is my favourite fish? Speaking of which, Blue Planet 2 coming out, baby. Coming to
Andrew
our show.
did predict it.
Yeah.
If you can see, I've posted on his wall. Blue Planet 2, the first trailer just
It's going to
dropped.
be huge.
I had to give it to Andrew this time. He did predict it.
Yeah,
He did predict
big
it.
up. But favourite fish, it'll probably have to be some form of shark. And that, let's go for a nice, wholesome lemon shark.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What are you guys?
Sweet but not too sour.
They have to be a
Lovely.
shark.
No, it doesn't
No,
have to be a
it doesn't have to be a
shark.
shark.
It's
Where
fish
do
in
we ever
general.
say it would have to be a shark?
We're not talking about
Dory
eat.
was good, wasn't she? Finding Nemo.
Yeah, but that's
What
not
was
a
she?
fish, is
Yeah,
it?
What was she?
That was her name. Oh, I don't know actually. So
She-
so you're talking like colourful tropical fish.
Yeah, colourful and tropical.
Should we go into a song and then discuss this in the break and then come back with our favourite fish?
Some strong
Yeah,
choices.
let's do that. Someone is currently messaging in the entire B movie script. As in, like, message by message.
Good effort.
Keep going, please. Keep going, whoever you are. It's a
What-
joy,
was
it's
it
a
ever
joy to
named?
see. Entire B movie script.
Ah.
Because the subject has to be
Oh,
what
that
it
is a creative one. I
Yeah.
applaud that. At the moment, they're winning for the date with Drew.
Yeah, well, there's loads to. I'll do the best over the next
Yeah,
song. And,
you try your best to find
well,
it.
yeah, we'll try that.
Well, part of when we met with our friends earlier in Reading Week, Andrew did a big statement that he potentially has found a funnier moment in his life than the toilet seat incident, which we
Yeah.
discussed about 7 months ago. And this is a big occasion because Taha is the main root of it and the cause, and I feel this is definitely a juicy enough anecdote to stick our teeth into.
After last year, I'm just not sure.
Man, you can...
Anecdotes. Right, okay. What
Here
do
we
you want
go.
to ask? Yeah, I'll answer.
What do we... Well, Drew, you were there. I wasn't even there.
Well, what am I telling the story?
You're telling
Yeah, let's link
why
up.
is this
Yeah.
the funniest moment?
Well, basically, me and Taha had an extremely long day of work.
Yes.
In front of us, we were on campus at about 7 a.m.
Yeah,
till
yeah.
about, I think it was genuinely about 12.
Respect
in
the
the
hustle.
morning.
Yeah,
Like we
respect
had
the hustle,
we had a
lads.
full
Midday, going
day's
for lunch.
hustle.
Oh, 12, yeah,
Library-
12.
Yeah, exactly. We were killing it in the library, and probably about 2 p.m. we just lost the plot basically, and there were a lot of antics that went on. We accepted at exactly the same time that we were fine with 2-1. We were happy for 2-1. Closed our laptops, went outside.
Remember, these guys were both on track for a first, but then decided
We'd take a
Oh,
2-1,
no.
and then outside we realised we probably should get back in and actually continue to work. So we did that, and then lost the plot a bit more. But by the time we got home, we realised we were going to go back to Taha's and just go and chill out in his room. But there were rumours that one of our friends was having the old hanky-panky in Taha's bed. So
knocking boots.
It's not
if
what you
will.
want
it's
after
not
a
what you
long
want.
day of
After
work.
a long day of work,
Yeah.
it's not what you want. So we decided, well, Taha, actually, I'm going to give this is your independent decision.
No, you forced me to do it.
We'll get there.
Still plotless at
We'll
this
get
point.
there. At this point, our friend Adam had joined us. And Taha decided that he was going to piss on his own bed in order to stop Cam having
It's a
sex.
protest, yeah.
Slash, just,
I
make
respect
it
that.
worse for him,
It's
you know?
political, if anything,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
So we went in there, and it turns out he wasn't in there. but then Taha said that he still needed a piss. So
I had to send the message.
I'm going to quickly add in the context that there is a sink in his room. But then he went, shall I just piss on my bed? And I went, yes, that's exactly what you're going to do right now. And Adam went, no, you can't let him do this. This cannot happen. And so then me and Adam jumped into like this massive shouting moral argument. I was saying that this would be the best moment of our lives. Like, we'll look back on this in years to come, the moment Taha pissed on his own bed voluntarily. Adam was saying, you can't, no, friends don't let other friends do this. This is going to be a disaster. And while we were having this discussion, Taha whipped out his penis and started pissing on his own bed. And
Oh my
it was one of
goodness.
the most magical sights I've ever
That
seen.
is insanity.
And then
Truly, he has graduated.
Because of the urine, he had to come and stay at my house. And then we woke up the next day to messages from Nella, one of his flatmates, going, "Why does it smell of piss everywhere?" Because obviously he didn't change the sheets or anything.
Obviously.
It's a political
It's-
protest.
yeah.
It's a political protest.
Why would you?
Even if
Well, I wouldn't do it
even
and
if
then
he
change
got
it.
Cam's never even attempted to
Yeah.
have sex with your bed again.
Cam's never
He may
Go to
never
my room
have
again.
ever tried, but he definitely won't try now.
You
didn't
know
have
what?
intention of
The
doing
first
so.
thing I'm doing when I go home is piss in my bed because I'm not
Yeah.
risking Cam having
Yeah,
sex in there.
same here. Everyone at home, I recommend you do that as well. Let's start a revolution.
All right, we want everyone. We need to start. This is the grassroots revolution. Taha is the head of the movement.
Che Guevara.
Yeah, piss in your bed to stop Cam hanky panking around.
Yeah.
Did he even have sex in that house at all?
He had no intention of having sex in the house at all.
Yeah, but not anymore.
Completely.
Not
I
anymore.
misinterpreted
But
the
in this
situation.
post-truth world, who are we to judge?
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was
Exactly.
misinterpreted
Move
by
on.
me.
Fantastic.
I'm inspired.
Fantastic. Do we have, for our features, do we have philosophical question of the week by any chance?
No, not right now.
We have spotlight of the week.
No, not right now. I can think of a spotlight of the week. This week's spotlight of the week. Do the jingle. Quite a long one.
Spotlight and friends. And by friends, I mean Andrew, Horatio, Taha, and Alfie, and us.
Dairylea Cheese.
What about?
What about Dairylea Cheese?
Dairylea Cheese is the most versatile of all cheeses and the most simple of all cheeses. So,
Is Dairylea the brand or the type of cheese as well?
the type of cheese is
You can't go-
fantastic.
you
You
can't go
can
into
go
like
like
a cheese
Laughing
shop.
Cow and that kind of
you
stuff.
can't go to like a cheese shop and
And ask
listen,
no,
bring
you're not
this
going. It's not like a proper cheese shop.
No.
It's not your proper cheese. You're not
No,
having
no,
it with wine.
it's
but I'm
cheese
saying,
for on the go.
So have it on the go.
Yeah,
Today I
yeah.
had a fantastic Dairylea and ham cheese sandwich. Spread it on. Do what you want. If you're feeling really cheesy,
Yeah.
just have a Dairylea cheese on itself. Just
Well, I've
unwrap
seen you
it
do
and go
that,
in it. It's
and, like,
fantastic.
you can't trust yourself because I've seen this man go through 7 Dairylea cheeses, and that's not healthy.
Especially if
and
he
you
doesn't
know
like-
you shouldn't do it,
Yeah.
but you still do it anyway, and I kind of respect it.
Exactly. And
But,
that's that's the
Andrew,
spotlight
let
of
me
the week.
stop you there though,
Go
because
on.
it's not really cheese at all, is it? It's just a spread that's kind of cheesy.
Well,
What do you mean? It's not-
it's
No,
not
I'm
spread.
on the ingredients
It's not
right
spread.
now, and it says water, skim milk 60%, cheese 16%.
16%.
16% cheese.
16% cheese.
Wow.
Well, I wasn't, as I said, it's not a proper cheese.
He's
if you're not
sweating
having
now.
it, you're not
He's
having it
sweating
with
now.
wine.
He's on the ropes. He's on the ropes.
As I said,
I've questioned your integrity.
as
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
said,
This is a
it's
character
not a
study.
proper cheese.
This is why-
Dairylea
this
is
is why
like
Drew didn't want
melting
Taha
of
on the
the
As I
show.
said, it's not a proper cheese.
He knew he couldn't
As
handle
I
it.
said,
This is like
it's not
Frost
proper
Nixon.
cheese.
This is
You
the
won't have it
moment
with
Nixon
wine.
said he did it.
You wouldn't have it with wine. You wouldn't have it as a cheese. I said
wouldn't
it's
have it with
versatile. Well, fantastic.
Your
That's why it's not
favourite
your
cheese isn't
spotlight of the
cheese.
week, is it? Crikey. Can a man just not like some Dairylea cheese and not
Yeah, you can.
Spanish
Well,
Inquisition in it?
Dairylea cheese with big,
Yeah,
heavy
cheese.
air quotes.
I'm using the branded name in
Yeah,
order so
you're
everyone knows
you're
who you're
falling
talking
for
about.
it as
You'd
well.
say Dairylea, people don't know what the hell you're talking about.
The real spotlight of the week should be Dairylea, not cheese.
Fascinating, because on the website it doesn't once say the word cheese. It says feed the fun Dairylea rather than feed the fun Dairylea cheese. And it says cheesy
So I think
bacon.
Dairylea's is
So it's
own-
not cheese and bacon.
It says
it's
cheesy bacon.
for one of the products, which is cheesy bacon. Our yummy range. Dunker's triangle spreads, but do you see the word cheese once? Oh, it's strip cheese.
There you go.
Oh, okay, no. But I think the strip cheese is actually
Good point,
cheese.
though. I like the headline.
Created back in 1950 when the average UK salary is just over £100. 60 years
Nice.
later.
Wow.
This is the most in-depth spotlight we've had.
This
Yeah.
is a very in-depth.
It's good we
It was
got
one of those
to hear his
controversial as well.
Fascinating. It's that happy simplicity that gives our spreads their creamy, dreamy, unmistakably Dairylea taste. Thoughts?
Do you think that's
Yeah.
fair? That's a fair description?
Yeah.
Was it pretty dreamy?
Yeah, it's pretty dreamy.
Yeah.
It is pretty creamy as well.
So, oh, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, easy for you and fun for the kids.
Exactly. It's the
Easy-
kids.
It's the kids.
It's the kids.
All right,
that always
guys.
think about.
We
Here
can,
we are.
we can argue around, but it's about we do this for the kids. So, you know, the kids want their fake cheese. They can
Let
have
them
it.
have their cheese.
Fake cheese.
Cheese.
All right, it's 60% cheese. Be fair,
Heads have said it's not proper cheese. If you're wanting a good
Alfie's
cheese, you're not
over
going to go to
16%
Dairylea.
cheese.
Yeah, that is true.
The man
Don't eat me, do you?
The man's got cheese coming out his ears.
Yeah, mate.
Cool.
Right. Cereals.
Cereals.
Let's discuss them.
Yeah.
Favourite go-to
I'm a
cereals.
serial killer, mate.
Jordans, definitely Jordans with the chocolate chips.
Jordans.
Oh, I searched Jordans and comes up Air Jordans. Sorry,
You don't have to search everything you say on the show.
He's like Richard Osman on
The
Pointless.
internet with
That's what he's
Taha.
like
Failed
on
to
the show.
prepare. I can't go in there.
Prepared to fail, man.
Absolutely.
So are you a fan of that country crisp?
That's
so
the big one for
like
me.
that kind of sugary granola kind of
Definitely,
vibe.
just in the mornings.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
But do you
yeah.
ever go for like a proper granola, or do you like it kind of like?
Are you questioning this as a granola?
Yeah, man, it's not like proper granola.
Okay, no.
Can
there
we
was-
just stop questioning? Can someone say it's
Have a word.
granola
Can
and
we
we
just
take
have
it as
some
some form of granola in any manner?
This is definitely
It
this is
doesn't have
some
to be
16%
100% granola to be considered remotely granola. I accept that. Fine, it's let him have it as granola.
yeah.
I'm just
God's
saying,
sake.
I
What
would
is
never
this
describe
show?
it as granola. I'd say it as granola flavoured.
Well, you're going to have a really sad life going around being really specific about your food labelling.
I am sorry, Andrew. I've done a bit too much deconstructing this show.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the blame lies with me. So I'm going to go out there and put out my favourite cereal choices.
Good.
So
There we go.
I like the concept of Crunchy Crisp. Often it's disappointing after the first few crunches because it doesn't become crunchy anymore.
What,
So-
because the milk's soggy
Yeah,
out?
yeah.
You have to get in there quickly.
So I
Yeah.
go with. I've got quite a decadent style of cereal choice because in other areas of my life I make up for that.
Someone hoovering.
I think someone is hoovering. Do they have no? Two
you not
to
interested
three?
in
We
my
asked
cereal
for
choices?
1 hour a week. 1 hour. Okay.
That carpet better be clean. Anyway, I like Crunchy Nut and Cocoa Pops.
Awesome.
But I
Can we
won't allow
let's
myself
get
Cocoa
Ez on the
Pops too
show.
much.
Let's get Ez on the show. I want to hear Ez's favourite cereal.
Ez's favourite
A lot of
cereal.
people have been
Ez's
asking about
favourite
this.
cereal. Join in.
Controversial.
It's got to be Frosties. Like,
Oh, okay. Classic.
No,
it's delicious, it's sugary, and you've got Tony the Tiger.
Okay, Tony the Tiger is definitely, you have the trustworthiness.
He's a hero.
It's the weaker version of Crunchy Nut.
Yeah. I think for me, I would say.
No. You used to get toys in it as well,
I'm-
right?
Yeah.
Really?
What was that?
Frosties?
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
toys
Frosties
are
are
such
just
a thing.
cornflakes for
Yeah.
people who can't face reality.
Whoa! Now let's
What-
see who's
what was
being
that? Can you get a
controversial.
repeat of
That's a peep show quote.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm not going to take it as my own. Frosties are just cornflakes for people who can't face reality.
Well, Ez is in the super
Ez,
reality.
you do try and escape reality in
Yeah.
many
You
more
are,
ways
yeah.
than one. I think Frosties is your escape.
More on that soon.
Yeah.
Shameless plug.
For me,
Yeah.
I still couldn't call them cinnamon grahams, but
Cinnamon-
now they've been changed to curiously cinnamon, which is
You're a
nonsense.
cinnamon guy.
Cinnamon is the
I quite
thing.
like that, yeah.
Cinnamon,
Oh,
like
nah,
everything is
overrated.
saturated with sugar and that type of sweetness, and that's just like a one-note sweetness. You go cinnamon, that's like going into 5 different dimensions of sweetness.
Yeah, it's
There's
a
so
strange
much going on in
sweetness.
your
Yeah,
mouth.
but that's too much for the morning.
Too much for an amateur, is what I'm hearing.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Nah.
Well,
fan of cinnamon tea.
Frosties strikes me as
Cinnamon
someone
tea,
who
yeah.
tried the cereal once and said, "I'm going to stick with this. I know I like it." And
Yeah,
hasn't
that's true.
ventured out.
Yeah.
That's true.
You've got to have some
You're
bad
a pussy.
cereals to know
Yeah,
some good cereals.
That's true. You got to take the
Yeah.
risk sometimes.
No, I've tried Cocoa Pops.
Oh, wow! Brilliant!
You've done everything, mate.
Oh, was that
Steady
your
on.
gap here in Thailand? Jesus Christ!
I'm a big fan of Wheatos. I think they're underrated.
Wheatos, they
I'm not going to say. Yeah,
they're
my
heavy.
favourite.
I get the
They
heaviness.
just slap you around the face in the morning.
Yeah.
They got a crunch. They're not too
Yeah.
bad when they're soggy. Although when they go really soggy, they're terrible.
Like Ez.
That's a
Like
nice
Ez.
risk.
Like-
associated.
Exactly.
Makes you excited.
There's a bit of excitement in the morning, gets you up.
I mean, yeah, Wheatos all right, but once again, just that doesn't have those 5 different dimensions of sweetness, like curiously cinnamon. Oh, look, I'm even falling for it. Cinnamon Grahams.
No, I do
I feel
like
like
cinnamon.
Wheatos are quite boring.
Quite boring.
Says the man who just said
what would
when I
be-
said
Frosties, are you kidding
Frosties.
me?
Why
They're
are Frosties less boring than Wheatos? Because they've got a snazzy tiger and an
Yeah, and
interesting.
the box is amazing, and it tastes
Well, you're just
really
being
good.
pulled in by corporatism.
So,
aren't you?
look, this is
I'm
a
judging my
classic. See an issue
cereal
with
on
that.
their cereal.
all right, guys, I think it's going to get too heated. We're going to probably carry this on through the song, but I think we should go into a song break now.
Yeah.
Yo, it's your boy Big Nasty, BDO Bass Defense League. You're listening to Raw Bass.
I can't believe Henry got to interview Big Nasty.
Yeah, that is upsetting.
I was there when he did it.
Are you actually?
Yeah,
Did you
because
see
I
him?
was promoting for propaganda.
Oh,
in
really?
my
Did you
days
see?
as a
Did you
promoter.
see the Big N?
I saw him through a coloured glass of assembly.
Ah,
And I saw Henry. Henry was doing a good job. They
Yeah,
looked like
same,
they were
but-
getting on quite well.
We're trying to get more on that interview hype.
Yeah.
Richard Herring still hasn't replied. So,
Yep.
if you're out there, Richard, we're waiting. Right.
Silence is the
Wait,
biggest
who's Richard Herring?
pain.
It is a comedian that we've asked to interview. Was in a double act with Stuart Lee back in the 90s. I'm sure you're aware of. Okay, I'm going to pose a question to you, lads.
Yeah.
It's a classic question, but it's a question that needs to be asked. If you guys had a superpower, what would it be? I mean, of course, everyone gets asked these questions, but, you know, we've got a couple of new guests on.
Ez has jumped straight
Ez
in.
was
with
so quick
invisibility.
with that.
Go on.
He's thought about that so much.
There's this pang of sadness to whatever Ez says. There's the Frosties with his familiarity, and it's just kind of like he loves the branding and stuff. Invisibility, just doesn't want to be seen. Do you want to talk
Why
about something?
invisibility?
Ez?
for
Where's
that
the
reason, no.
sadness?
Or just thinking
Seriously?
Is time travel a superpower?
I would say it's a super
Into the
superpower.
mic.
As a history student,
That is a good one.
Time travel's the one as a history student.
Oh, time travel.
Is that what you put in your personal statement, mate?
Yeah.
Moist.
Actually, time travel is pretty dank.
That'd be the one I'd do. The future, back now for a little bit. Jump around.
Yeah. I think I've always wanted super speed just because of Dash out of The Incredibles.
Really?
Yeah.
You had to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
You
fair.
can actually go into the future with that.
That's true.
Yeah, ooh.
2 birds, 1 stone.
What? Just
But
so
never into
quick?
the
You go
past.
faster than the speed of light.
Yeah.
That could make quite a sad story though, because you'd never be able to go back. So if you ever wanted, to exercise your superpower to its
To
true,
its maximum.
you would like
Lose
lose your friends,
family,
lose
yeah.
moments. Well, you'd see
Well,
them.
you wouldn't
sure
run
it
that
goes
far.
backwards?
Just run a little bit faster. You're only 10 minutes in the future, and then wait for it to catch up.
Yeah, but then you can't. You can only do that once.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, that's true. It's
There's
a
a way
sad,
he
sad
comes back in
superpower.
time. There's a way.
You
There's
run
a
If
way.
anyone knows, can you comment?
Yeah, please message in if you know how to go back in time with super speed.
Yeah, because we need to know that.
My superpower would be getting even better at radio. You can imagine it. Can you imagine if that was my... I have a suit and everything. Radio, talk, man. And my chat's just fire. That's all I have.
Yeah,
Another sad superpower.
the dragon of radio.
God, I
Yeah,
didn't think it'd be
Alfie.
such a...
Oh, I don't know. I didn't really want it to come round to me.
Well, it has.
Well, now it has. What I did have a go-to one, but I grew up, mate, and I realised that I'm not super. But teleporting, quite cool. Yeah, can go
Practical,
anywhere.
practical as well.
Practical as well,
Save on
very
train
practical.
fares.
There
That's
you
not that
go.
special. I mean, you could just get in a train.
Yeah,
No,
well,
see,
less time.
I mean, the
What do you mean? I could just go to China. I could
I'm
just go to
sharing
China now and then
is it
come
like-
back
Okay,
in
no,
the
that's
space
fair.
of 3 seconds.
And
What do you mean get a train?
depending
You
on
see
our
train
concept,
prices nowadays.
that's not a
You see the
ridiculous
Southern Rail
superpower.
strike.
Yeah, but a superpower should be something that you physically cannot ever do. Whereas this, like, you can travel. Whereas time travel, you cannot.
Yeah, but we're all moving through time.
You
right
cannot
now.
be a
physically
possibility
move
in the future.
quickly, just like pop into another.
What do you mean, no but?
In terms of. Okay, I'll stop.
No, I'm kidding, man. It's when you're on the show, you're gonna get a grilling. That's how
Yeah.
it is. You know, you go if you're not ready, you can't deal with the heat. You have to get out of the kitchen. That's the rules. And shit.
Yeah.
I think I've got mine now.
Olive oil.
It's a little bit
Rub it
basic,
into the skin.
but I think I'm gonna go with flying.
Yeah,
Okay.
flying
Yeah,
Could
is
you
always a
imagine that,
big
like the
one.
wind and
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
It is always a
you
big
get
one.
so many
Flying.
girls too.
Yeah,
That's
you
It's better than a car.
That's fair.
Yeah, because I think there's one of two ways, or they just think you'll be weird. It's like you have like webbed hands or something. Like, do you think like
Does that come
you've
with it? Doesn't have to.
no
No, I don't want that one.
Does that come in a package?
no webbed hands.
Depends if
doesn't
you get
count.
the premium deal.
No, I mean it's like because when you're flying, of course it's cool. Everyone's be like that. That's cool, but also be like this guy is like a freak of nature.
That's true.
I want to be putting myself because I'd be scared of you if you're flying.
Why would you be scared
Look,
of me?
I give you a hug. You could fly up.
You should
and
be
drop
like,
me.
can I get a lift?
Yeah,
I wouldn't
that's what you
trust
want.
you, Ez.
Can I get-
You have to do it
I
right
don't trust anyone who has Frosted as their favourite
We're
cereal.
gonna have to wrap up.
There's some skeletons.
We're gonna
in
have to
that.
wrap up. We
Oh
are
man, man, it's a.
Well, we've had a lot of poems in, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry we couldn't read any out. I think the winner has to go to the person who sent in the poem, which is Act 1, Scene 2 of Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
I think that's the strongest poem we've had.
and like, people like you, who are just heroes. I almost want to die soonish because right now,
Heaven must be missing an angel. Fair enough. Fair enough.